Can you double check for me on
All right, so I'm gonna put this VIP parking at.
you have your phone? Let me check if I'm Does it show live on Instagram? No, right? Not yet. Alright, so I'm about to go. Okay, I just see it says Veekle went live.
My headphones.
Hi guys, thanks for joining. We're gonna get started shortly. Hi guys, we're gonna get started shortly.
I'm muted right now.
Okay. Hi guys, we're just finalizing the setup. We'll get started shortly. You're gonna mute, Jim? You're muted? Yeah. Okay, good. Give us a few moments to get started. Those of you joining, this is our first community meeting with under the brand Veekle. So when we started out as Rent Your Ride, we wanted to do these community meetings monthly just so that we can keep everyone in the loop on all things Veekle. We are keeping true to that commitment and starting back these monthly meetings. So give us a few seconds. We will get started shortly. Hi, Zita. Thanks for joining, hon. I need to I'm going to move this. I don't know if I need to have this in front of me. Just tell me if you still see my face on the screen. You still see my face on the screen? Okay, good. So I don't need this in front of me. All right, perfect.
I'm using my until the person's on.
You can still see me, right? Okay. Okay.
So
What time is it? Maybe about 3 more minutes or so. So give us just a few more minutes, and then we're gonna just jump right in. All right, guys, we're gonna get started at about 6:10. So if you want to grab something to drink, something to eat, and then come back, you can do that. And then we get started. And this is gonna be very, very informal, very interactive. So if I'm speaking, I have questions while I'm speaking, then just put the questions in the comments and I will address them as I go. All right, guys, going in about a minute or so. Again, please ask questions. These community meetings are for you guys to become familiar with Veekle and how we operate and how we plan to serve you guys. So ask questions if you're unsure of anything at all. Please ask. All right, guys. So welcome to the first community meeting that we're having under the Veekle brand. Thank you all for joining. And just so you know, this live will be available when it's done for you to revisit in case you needed some clarity on certain things. So welcome again. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Sherry Williams. I'm the founder of Veekle, the Caribbean's first peer-to-peer car renting platform that allows car owners to easily rent their cars to travelers who are looking cars to rent. And our mission is to make peer-to-peer car renting simple, affordable for everyone. All right, so we're going to jump right in. So the agenda that we have for today, which we shared on our social media pages, we're going to look at the sign-up process. We're going to look at how we vet car owners. We're going to talk quite a bit about insurance because we know this one is near and dear to everyone. And then we'll talk about some of the perks that we currently have on the platform and some of the ones that we're looking to bring on board in terms of partnerships. All right. So can everyone hear me? Just say that you can hear me. Someone says, when will the crowdfunding opportunity be available? Hi, Christina. So that one is a bit tricky in terms of how that's going to be structured. So I'm still working on that with the crowdfunding platform, but we're hoping that it will go live in the third quarter, which is this quarter. So more to come on that, but thank you for asking. Can everyone hear me? Can somebody from Instagram say yes? Can hear me? Okay, LinkedIn is good. Is Instagram good? Trying to look over on my phone for Jonathan. Jonathan, how are you? I'm not even going to respond to you. We are not hearing anything at all. Okay, so Instagram is not hearing anything. Let me. All right. Can you hear me now on Instagram? No sound on Instagram. Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, perfect. Okay, good, good, good. All right, so Instagram is good. LinkedIn is good. All right. And then I'm not sure if there's anyone on X. And I know Facebook is good to go. All right, so let's get started. Gina, I think you might have to come on this side because the Instagram comments aren't coming up. They're not coming over here on the platform. Yeah, so you might have to watch this side. Need to move a little to your right. View is not centered. Okay. This is probably. Is this better? All right, so I think the way how the StreamYard platform is set up, it's a little quirky. So you might see me in front or you might see me on the side here. I'm not sure, but as long as you're hearing me, that should be good to go. Let's just move this one right here a little closer. All right.
I'm gonna just jump in and jazz up Sherry because she's nervous. So she's gonna do perfect, right, everybody? Let's get a big thumbs up, and we're looking forward to the meeting. Yes, big up Sherry, big up Veekle. That's right. Is it on her face now? Great.
That is Gina, my PR. Isn't she amazing? All right, guys. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the sign up process. And I know some people had some issues signing up, and especially with Google, and we're trying to address those issues, right? So when you're signing up onto the Veekle platform, a couple of ways you can sign up. You can sign up just by using your email. So you just use your email, your name, it asks you for your date of birth, and simple as that, you sign up. You can also sign up via your Google email, or you can also sign up via your Apple ID, right? And so once you sign up into the platform, that gets you into the platform, you will need to do some verification. Hi, Carrie. I know this inside and out. It's just, it's a little nervous being on social media. But yeah, we'll do this. So once you sign up on the platform and you get into the platform, you get access to the platform, that's when you need to complete the verification process. So verification happens on both sides, whether you are a car owner or a traveler, you have to verify yourself. And so what we had in place, what we still have in place currently, but we're working on fixing, is a more, I say, would be a difficult onboarding process. It's not as easy to follow as it should be. So we're working on that. That should be out by the end of this week. So what you'll see when you sign up, you'll see a list of about 5 things that you need to do, right? You have to upload your photo. So everyone wants to know who they're interacting with on the platform. You'll put your gender. You will verify your phone number just because it's easier for us to reach out to you. You'll verify your email address. So before you can have an account ID, your email must be verified. And the last step is that you will have to verify your identity. So verifying your identity is done with a third-party platform called Shofty Pro. So they do the verifications first, and it's not just verifying your identity in terms of your license, but also facial recognition. So they match that face back to your license to ensure that you say who you say you are, right? So that is the sign-up process in a nutshell. I wouldn't say it's hard right now, but it's not as straightforward as it could have been. And so thank you guys for your feedback. To those who signed up and found certain difficulties, we went back to the drawing board on that. So we'll make that process much easier for you. So that's how you sign up. I'm not sure how many people have signed up already. Has anyone signed up to the platform as yet? Do you have any feedback for us in terms of the sign-up process? No? All right, no problem. Andre asked a question. What types of vehicle are not accepted? All right. So on our first, let me just mention this. So part of the Veekle platform, there is what we call a care zone, right? And the care zone is similar to what you'd call a help center. And so the care zone has every single information that you need to know about Veekle, and it's carezone.veekle.com. So if there's anything at all, including what types of vehicles are not accepted, you can find that on the care zone. So let me just bring that up for you. And so that search that you do on care zone is, are there any cars not allowed on the platform? So if you type that into the care zone, it will bring up all the cars that are not accepted on the platform. And yeah, it's a bunch of Toyotas. So, Toyota Probox, Toyota Axio, Subaru Impreza, Mitsubishi GSR, Honda Integra Type R, Mitsubishi Evolution. So it's about 14 cars that are not accepted, which is a very small list. So as you can see, most cars will be accepted on the platform. Andre, I mentioned the crowdfunding platform already. You can drop us your email. We'll personally notify you once that's live. And I hope you're coming with like 25 grand, Andre. All right, perfect. So no more questions on sign up process. Awesome. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the car owners and kind of their vetting process, which is a little bit more extensive than someone who's traveling. So for car owners, it's a little bit more intense, right? And so that process of us reviewing your documents and all the information that you have on the platform will take about 3 to 7 days. Right now, we are still in the vetting process just because it's new. It's a new platform, new concept. It's just new overall, and people just need a little bit more hand-holding in terms of listing their cars on the platform. All right, so when you sign up on the platform, first thing, verify yourself. Once you verify your identity, then you can move on to the listing process. So if you don't verify yourself, you won't be able to list your car or go through that process. So that happens first. Andrew left his email. So that happens first. So once you sign up onto the platform, you verify yourself, then you start the listing process. And the listing process, let me just go over to that really quickly. So the listing process entails entering all the information pertaining to your car. So when you first start the listing process, it will ask you for your car type. So whether that's convertible, coupe, sedan. Then it will ask you the type of transmission, whether it's manual or automatic. Then it will ask you for your make and model. So you'll choose your make and model. Then it will ask you for the year. So right now, the year, your car has to be within a 10-year time period, right? And so if it's, say, 2014, we will accept you on the platform, but you will fall off after 3 years. Okay, so that's how it's going to be set up, is that it's 10 years. However, you'll have about 3 years to rent on the platform before you fall off of the platform. So you enter the year of the car, you'll enter your miles, and we're using miles just because majority of the people who travel to Jamaica from the US, and the US is already used to miles. And so to convert to miles, you just divide your kilometers by 1.6. All right, so you enter your miles, and then you enter your pickup locations. So right now, pickup locations are total gas stations. And so we don't want anyone to basically go to anyone's house, right? And so you choose your pickup location, which is close to where you live, or if you don't want to choose that, you can choose anything that we have on our list. So you choose your pickup location, and then it'll tell you to continue. Once you continue, it then gets to another list of things that you have to do to fill out for your car. And so this includes like the basic information. Basic information is like, airbags, seating capacity, fuel, how many doors, entering your engine information, your chassis number, entering the documents for your fitness, your registration, your insurance. You do need a tracking device on the vehicle for insurance purposes and for your purposes as well, because you are renting your car and you want to make sure that your car is safe, right? So that will entail all the basic details of the car. So you enter the documents, you'll upload the document, you will enter the expiration date and also the document number. Expiration date is important because once the document is expiring, the system will notify you that your documents are expiring and that you need to now upload new documents. Okay, so that's just the basic details. Then it will ask you to describe your car. So it will tell you to enter a title for a listing name. It also allow you to enter a summary detail of your car. So, you can spruce up a little bit, just talk about what kind of car it is, what makes your car nice or fun or whatever it is. You will enter that detail on the description, describe your car. You already chose location, so you don't have to enter that again. But then there's another option for delivery. Delivery location is basically if you, the car owner, want to deliver it to a different location for the traveler, right? And so whether that is the airport or a different town, you can choose that. It can be free or you can charge for it. Right. So if you're far from the airport, but you want to accommodate people who are traveling into Kingston, you can charge for that delivery service, or you cannot charge. That is up to you. So you have full control over your listing in terms of pricing. Then after that, it will ask you for amenities. So whether it is that you offer like a first aid kit, internet. Some people might have wireless internet. Obviously, air conditioning, GPS, backup battery. It'll have a few items that you can check off that you can list. Then it will ask you for your photos. Now, and this is where vetting comes in. So I've seen people upload photos and the photos are not up to par, right? So you want to make sure that the background that you're taking photos in is appropriate. You don't want to take photos that necessarily identifies where you live and things like that, but you want the pictures to be clean, polished, and tells a story about the type of car that you have, right? So if it's a sports car, yes, you want to showcase, whether it's the tire, the steering wheel, or whatever it is that makes your car unique. You want to bring that out in the pictures, and it will stand out in the listing when people are going through. You want your listing to stand out amongst the other listings. If you have a video for your car, you can upload a YouTube URL. You can enter that. Now, pricing for your car. The pricing for your car, and I know people are struggling with this a little bit, so we have been helping them to come up with the proper pricing that's competitive. So you can set a base price for your car. You can also have a security deposit, which we do recommend, just in case for incidentals. And then you can also have weekend pricing, just, weekend, Friday, Saturday. You want to bump up the price a little bit, it allows you to do that as well. Other variation of pricing that is offered on the platform are whether you want to do long-term discounts. So you can choose if you want to offer a weekly discount, monthly discount. You have that option. You can offer early bird discount, like if people want to book 9 months in advance, you can offer a discount for that. And also you can choose to have like a late discount as well, so last minute discount. So somebody needs a car tomorrow, you can offer a discount for people like that as well. There's also an option from miles where you can limit the amount of miles that people can drive each week or each day, or you can just choose unlimited miles. Most people choose unlimited miles because you don't want to necessarily restrict people, but I do understand if you don't want a certain amount of miles to be on. But again, you have the option. Another cool feature that we have is the custodian feature. And what that is basically if, say for instance, you're traveling to the US, but you have a car and it's just going to sit there for a month or two, you can actually assign a custodian to take care of that car for you. The custodian must also be a verified member of the platform in order for you to add them as a custodian, right? So they would first have to go through that verification process before their account ID would pop up for you to select them as a custodian. So this works well for people who are traveling, works for people who are even migrating, right? And you have a vehicle that you can't sell. This will work perfect for you. Or even if you live here and maybe you have a fleet of cars that you want to purchase to put on our platform, but you don't necessarily want to manage it, then custodian option would suit you as well. The next option would be insurance, and we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about insurance in a few minutes. So I don't want to go too deep into that right now. So we'll talk a little bit about insurance in a few minutes. You also have the option to choose how many days, minimum days, maximum days you want to rent your cars for. So whether your minimum amount of days is 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and your maximum amount is 30 days, 60 days, you get to choose how that works, right? So you have access, you can choose that. The other thing that you also have option to do as well is to choose whether or not you want people to instantly book your car or request to book. So instantly book just means, boom, they see your car, they like it, they book it, boom. Request to book is if you, the car owner, wants to first, check out the profile of the person who's renting, then you can choose request to book. So I'm going to just briefly pause there to see if anyone has any questions for me. All right, so I'm just going to do a little scroll. So just bear with me. Okay. I was so ready to use next week in Jamaica. That's Harry. Yeah. What happened to the Apple Store app? The app is on iOS currently, so you should be able to download on iOS. Still working out some things on the Android side, so hopefully when we're ready to go live, that should be all squared away for you. But we'll keep you posted on that. Please, I hope you already left your email, Vibes Addict, so we can notify you of that. Thanks, Wayne, for the fire emojis. All right, great. All right. That wasn't too bad, right? Right, guys, that wasn't too bad. Is there the option of Veekle being? Not as yet. Not as yet. Not as yet. So just for full transparency, Veekle is still a bootstrapped startup company. So everything that you see thus far that is happening with Veekle is bootstrapped. We did get some support from DBJ, which is helping, but for the most part, we are bootstrapped. And so certain things we don't have in place right now. But as we grow and as we start to operate, we're hoping that investors will come on board and we can build out a lot more things that we want to build out, because the vision is big. The vision is big. It's not just Jamaica, it's the Caribbean and beyond. So more to come on that. But yeah, we hope that one day we will have a hub across Jamaica, maybe in the main areas like, St. Anne, Kingston, and possibly Montego Bay. We'll have a hub where people can actually, leave their cars with us, and we would be the custodian. But obviously, you know, that is going to come at a higher commission. All right. So, time to jump into insurance.
Mhm.
All right, perfect. Once again, if you're just joining us, we went over the sign-up process and the vetting process. So once you have completed your listing, it actually comes over to the Veekle team. And then we now go through your documents, the information, the pricing, just to make sure that everything is up to par. And we look at insurance, which we're going to go over now. And for those of you who want to learn more about Veekle, please check out the Care Zone, carezone.veekle, for more information on Veekle. Jay Carib has a question. How are payments made to renters? Will this be done at the end of each rental? So when a traveler books a car, say for instance, someone's booking for next week, right? So the funds come to us. We hold on to the funds until the handover happens. So within the platform, there is opportunity for both the traveler and the car owner to indicate that they have handed over the car or they have received the car, and also the opportunity to take pictures of the car. So you'll be able to take pictures of the car that you're getting, right? And so once that happens, it will indicate to us that there's a successful handoff, and then within 24 hours, payment will be initiated to the car owner via their choice of payment payout method. Hopefully that answered your question. Right, so let's talk about insurance. I'm trying to position this a bit better. It's imperfect. Okay. All right, somebody said just a suggestion. Just a suggestion, when possible, you should have a hub in all resort areas on the island, being that your target is visitors. Absolutely, Andre, absolutely. But as you know, real estate comes with money. So, you know, time will tell in terms of how soon that can happen for us. But yeah, that's already on my agenda and my vision for Veekle once we have investors on board. All right. All right, so let's talk a little bit about insurance now and how that works, right? Again, all of the information that I am providing to you guys now can be found on the Care Zone, okay? So we have partnered with ICWI for insurance purposes to provide not just rental coverage, but also primary coverage as well. And so we're using Fraser, Fontaine and Kong as broker to facilitate the insurance transaction from an administrative standpoint, as well as you know, whether it's claims or outreach to our members. So ICWI will revert you back to Fraser, Fontaine and Kong if you call them directly. So you want to ensure that you are calling Fraser, Fontaine and Kong to obtain insurance. Now, why do you need to switch to our preferred insurance partner? Well, several things. Streamlining the process, right? So if we don't have a centralized company to deal with, it is going to get chaotic for us. We have to verify insurance, and for us, it is easier to deal with one insurance company than to deal with several insurance companies across Jamaica just to verify that you actually have insurance. So insurance is what I would say is one of the key benefits and one of the key aspects of the platform, and we have to verify the insurance. It's not like, looking at the tracking device and says, okay, yes, he got tracking device from Amber, this looks good. No, it's not that simple. With insurance, we have to vet the insurance. So it's very serious, and we want to ensure that car owners' assets are protected, right? And so we have to verify that. So instead of us having to call up or, answer questions from all these insurance companies, like, why are you asking us for, we have to go through one insurance company. So that's one. Two is also ensuring comprehensive coverage for your vehicle. So using your current provider for insurance can be problematic for you. If they find out that you're renting your car, they may decide to drop your primary coverage. And so coming over to our provider allows you to freely, peace of mind, rent your car knowing that nothing is going to come back to bite you, right? Third thing is to prevent fraudulent claims. And this was one of the things that the insurance company and I went back and forth with, is we don't want people claiming on their current provider as well as the rental provider, right? So, people, Jamaicans are, they find every way possible to commit fraud. And so dealing with just one insurance company will eliminate any issues where that's concerned. And the fourth thing is enjoying year-round discounts, right? So one of the things that I brought up to the insurance company is that if you're renting your car out, say 180 days out of the year, that means you're not using it for 180 days out of the year, right? On the primary side. So we're looking into ways in which we can provide what I would call like what you would call that what do they call it when you like a discount on your next year's premium.
Oh,
so yeah, claim back.
Claim
back. Okay, I'm still getting used to the Jamaican terminology. So yeah, so if you don't use your car for primary reasons, right, throughout the year, and it's mostly being rented, then next year you should get a discount, right? That's how I feel. So having that one insurance company would allow for us to be able to provide those discounts to you, right? So that's why we're asking people to switch over to our provider, so that would just simplify the process, make things easier, and we provide the coverage, discounts, and all of you. In terms of switching over, right? Your premiums are not going to increase. So if you're currently paying $100,000 with your current provider, you can expect to pay $100,000 with ICWI or less. So it's not going to go up. It will either be the same or less. Fraser Fontaine is also going to be handling the administrative aspect of getting the insurance. And so they will do everything for you. They will call your current provider, they will cancel, they will ensure that your refund is being sent to you. So they will take care of every single thing for you. You don't have to do anything but call them, tell them you want to switch insurance providers so that you can come on the Veekle platform. The next great thing that they're also doing is, and something that I spoke to them about also, is that a lot of people were complaining about the financial impact that they'll have if they switch now and have to wait to get the refund, right? So good news, you can switch without paying until you get that refund. Let me repeat that. You can switch insurance today without paying a dime. When you get that refund from your existing provider, then you can pay that over to Fraser Fontaine and Kong, and you will start coverage, and you can start listing your car on our platform before you even get that refund. Right? Can I get an amen, somebody? Can somebody like chime in, give me something? Isn't that good news? Isn't that good news? Yes. Gina said yes. Yes, yes, yes. Also, for the first 50, what I would call early adopters to our platform, and we have a few of them already, but I'll just mention it in general in case anyone else wants to take advantage. They're offering you protection for your no claims discount. And so what that means is that if your car is in an accident, your insurance will not go up. Okay? Let me repeat. For the first 50 early adopters, if your car is in an accident, your insurance premium will not go up. Okay? That's also good news. All right, so I have some questions that are coming in on the LinkedIn side. So let me just address those really quickly. Will there be a mobile app for both renters and owners? So there's only one app that works for both travelers and owners. And so you'll toggle in between whether you want to be on the traveler side or whether you want to be on the car owner side. And you'll see that on the profile tab in the app. It's right at the top. It will say switch to traveler or it will say switch to owner. So that's how you will toggle back and forth between being a traveler or being a car owner. What does bootstrap mean? Oh, sorry guys. So bootstrap means that the company so far is 99.99% self-funded by me. So everything that you've been seeing in the media, on social media, it's been bootstrapped. My developer, however, does have stake in the company, so that part is not. I'm not personally paying for the development, which is quote unquote awesome. But everything else has been self-funded. That's what bootstrap means, is that you're paying for most of the work. Neshanet asked, what is your commission? So we take 10% from both the car owner side as well as the traveler side. And thank you for bringing that up, Neshanet. For the first 3 months, the car owners, you will earn 100% of the earnings that you make from the platform. Again, why you should get started sooner rather than later, so you can take advantage of the summer rush to get that 100% of your earnings. After that, it's 10%. You take home 90%. And on the traveler side, they also pay 10% as well. What do you mean by early adopters? Early adopters are basically the first set of users who come on the platform. So everyone so far who has signed up to the platform, I consider them to be early adopters. They're the ones who are curious, they want to try this out. This is different, this is new, and they're risk takers, right? And so that's what you will call an early adopter. Early adopters set the stage for the late adopters. Once people see that there are people on board with Veekle, once we go live later this month, you'll see people saying, "Oh, I see other people doing it. You know, it must be working." And people are starting to write reviews for each other. So that's how early adopters not only help the company, but also help themselves, because they're the ones who are going to be ahead of the curve in terms of having those trips listed on their vehicle. When it says 5-star and this person has 50 trips under their belt, what do you think is going to happen when travelers come on the platform? They're going to look for people who have good reviews and who have had a certain number of trips. And so early adopters will have the benefit to build up that reputation on the platform, so that they're going to be the ones who travelers are looking to find. And so, yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, and you're a risk taker and you want to make money from your unutilized car just sitting at home not doing anything, sign up. I am personally hand holding individuals, so they have access to my phone number, my WhatsApp. They can message me at any time to ask questions. So it's kind of like a community that we're building, right? So it's not just me or us just going out there and just creating a company just because we want to make money. This is about community building. This is about helping Jamaicans and the wider Caribbean to make money, to have a better life, so that they can what, Gina?
Coming to enough self. As a PR person, I'm all about the experience. All right.
There you go.
What we plan to do at Veekle is to create the experience. People don't spend money anymore because of convenience. We spend money because we want to experience something. And Sherry mentioned that we're not only looking at Jamaica, but we're looking at other Caribbean countries, because we want to ensure that when you sign up with Veekle, you don't only have access to us in Jamaica, but you have us within the Caribbean. So again, it's all about a community, and it's all about creating that lifestyle experience that we 100% want you or persons who are putting your cars on the platform. And also for those persons who talk about coming into Jamaica, we're all about ensuring that your safety is key, hence why we have the insurance that's going to be taking good care of you. And Sherry will be mentioning shortly the perks that both the traveler and also the car owners are going to be getting as well. So listen up.
Yes. Yes, we're creating a brand. All right. Any questions on insurance so far, guys? Please send me some questions. Can't see who is talking. Okay. Chill. You have on your. Thank you for that, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Is he seeing me over here? We're going to come over there.
I think you can.
Can you see me?
We probably cannot see you on Instagram. You're probably on the StreamYard.
Hold on, come over on IG.
We can't see Gina.
It's easy.
Hi. All right, so
Can see me again?
So you see, this is the thing with Instagram and technology, is that we can't be in so many places. But here is Gina. Awesome. But any questions on insurance, guys? Was everything that I explained clear? In terms of the coverage, so you'll have an option to choose third party or comprehensive. And, again, that's a financial decision that you'll have to make at that point in time. However, when you switch over, if it is that you're going to choose third party, then for rental, you have to choose third party. So be careful that, what you're signing up for, because third party insurance, as you know, only protects the other person's vehicle if you're at fault, right? And so as a car owner renting out your car, you want to ensure that you have full coverage, that if your car is in an accident and it's the traveler's fault, your car is protected. So when you're switching over, I would advise, I'm not forcing you, but I would advise for you to obtain comprehensive insurance. Carrie says hi. Okay. Any more questions? Any questions on insurance? Come on, guys, on the Veekle page. Insurance is clear to everyone? My LinkedIn family, is insurance clear? My Facebook family, is insurance clear? Is there anything that you want me to go over? Oh, I think one thing I didn't mention, can car owners that don't have license use someone who has a license for the handoff and insurance? So what I would, you don't have a license. Well, if you don't have a license, you can't sign up to the platform to begin with, right? Because the first step is to verify your license. That is the first step, Andre, is to verify your license. And so if you don't have a license, then you won't be able to even get to the listing process. Nastasika, I mentioned already why it's mandatory to switch. Thank you for that. A renter can be both traveler. Yes. So if it is that, so say for instance, like myself, right? So I don't necessarily live in Jamaica, but I travel. I might want to rent cars, but I might also own cars in Jamaica. So yes, you can be both at the same time. You can be a car owner and you can be a traveler. Again, it's just a matter of toggling between those two options on the app. No, but I just want to rent. So Andre, explain a little bit more for me. Is it that you don't have a license? You don't have a license, but you want the person that you may have that you co-own the car with to sign up? Have a co-owner that does the process, but I get what, the money? So no. That is going to be very tricky. So whoever is the owner and whoever signs up with the vehicle is the person who we would be sending the funds to. Just for transparency purposes, because that if we allow that, that can get really out of hand really quickly. Sexia says, for payment to vehicle owners, you have a specific bank the money will be distributed to. No, we don't have a specific. Oh, if we the vehicle owners have a specific bank. So yeah, we have our own bank and then we would distribute the funds to you. Vibes says, I got approved to drive, but no available car. All right, so you have time, right? You have time. You have time to get a car. No worries. How long after handoff is payment made to owners? So for 60s, so it's up 24 hours after the handoff. We start the distribution process to the car owners. All right. A couple of other things with insurance too that your travelers will have access to is 24-hour roadside assistance, right? When you're traveling in Jamaica, And you know how the roads can get lonely. People like myself who like to travel at night, right? Having 24/7 roadside assistance just brings me some peace of mind. So travelers will have access to 24/7 roadside assistance. All right. Any other questions? No. Are there cars available to rent? So right now, fulfill Martin. So right now we're still going through the vetting process, hand-holding car owners, ensuring that everything looks right, just so we can have a good start. So there will be cars available by the end of this month once we're done with that process. One more question on LinkedIn. Let's say that someone rents your vehicle outside of the platform and meets in an accident. Will I still be covered? No, because if you rent your car outside of the platform, you would not have purchased rental insurance. So let me just get into that a little bit. So primary coverage, when you switch over, you're only getting primary coverage. For rental coverage, you only pay for rental coverage once your vehicle is rented from the platform. Okay, so you're not paying for rental coverage when your car is not rented. You're really just paying for your everyday use that you're using your car. If your car is being rented on the platform, that's the only time you pay for rental coverage is when it's being rented. So if you decide that you want to rent it outside of the platform, you would not have purchased rental insurance through Veekle. Hopefully that answered your question, Nishanette. Okay. Thank you guys for the questions and being interactive. We'll try to do these community meetings on a monthly basis, just so we can keep you guys in the loop, what's happening with Veekle, what's coming up. As we launch, it's going to be one bag of things, one bag of excitement. So we want to just keep you guys into the loop and just build that community as we grow across Jamaica. Jay Carib says, do you have a procedure in dealing with claims, accidents, misuse, late handover without prior agreement, etc.? So when it comes to claims, our insurance company will be handling that. You will fill out their claim form. You'll basically go through their process for claims and accidents. For late handovers without prior agreement, we don't really have a process in place for that. We hope that the car owner and the traveler will communicate in our built-in chat feature. So we do have a built-in chat feature where you can communicate with each other. We're also looking to implement a phone feature within the platform so that you can, once the transaction has been verified and confirmed, you can actually call the traveler in-app, right? So that you can coordinate a little bit better in terms of pickup and things like that. Because we know when people are traveling, sometimes the planes can be delayed and it's out of their control, right? And so as much as possible, we want to be able to communicate within the app so that you can handle those unexpected challenges. Primary coverage. The primary coverage is separate from the renter's coverage. Please schedule it for more info on that. Yes, primary coverage is separate from rental coverage. And the reason we have it separate is because we don't want you to pay for rental coverage if your car is not being rented, right? So what if you list your car today, but it doesn't get rented until the end of the month? Why should you pay for rental coverage for 1 month? You shouldn't have to. Right? You shouldn't have to pay for that. And so that's why it's a separate, is that when you switch over, you're only really paying for primary coverage so that you can go about your business, use your car, whatever, as you please. The rental coverage only comes into play when your vehicle is rented. That's the only time you're paying for rental coverage. Because again, you shouldn't have to pay for it when it's not being rented. Miss Williams, I also asked another question. Please scroll up.
Okay, so the question, so the question that they're asking is, if it's the first time someone who's insuring a car, will the premium be the same like others, or maybe seasoned driver? So other words, sometimes if you're a first time car owner, your insurance is more as if somebody was your license a little bit longer.
All right. So I got that question. So you want to know if it's a first time licensee or a first time insurer, if the insurance will be significantly more. That, from what the insurance company explained to me, is that they're going to follow a certain procedure in terms of pricing out those types of premiums. They still will remain competitive to ensure that you're not paying more than you would be paying if you were to go to any other insurer, right? And so, say for instance, if you were to go to BCIC and they would have insured you at 100,000, then they're not going to go over 100,000, right? So they're going to remain very competitive to ensure that they're not overpricing on premiums. And also, they are looking to add sweeteners to the deal, but that will be on a case-by-case basis, depending on certain types of thing, whether you're a male in a certain age group. And, they have their criteria that they're looking at. But again, they will remain quite competitive in terms of coming up with the pricing for premiums. So hopefully I answered that question for you.
All right. So,
and then Island says, are there any options for airport pickup? So car owners have the ability to set those requirements when they're going through the listing process. You have the option to deliver the car to the airports free or paid. So you have the option to actually do that. You can choose if you want to deliver it.
All right. So Sexy asks, the primary coverage is the primary coverage separate from the
I answered that already.
Okay.
Then she said, will renters coverage fees be provided on the platform? Yes, it's provided on the platform. When you go through the listing process, there is a section for insurance particularly. So you'll be able to enter your valuation. Let me step back a minute and go over that part. So the rental coverage depends on the valuation of the car. So what your car is valued at. And so there are 3 bands. There is 1 million to 3 million. There's 3 to 6, and there's 6 to 10. Cars can be over 10. That's on a case-by-case basis. So say, for instance, your car is worth $2.5 million. Then your daily insurance premium would be $10 per day. If it's 3 to 6 million dollars that it's worth, it'd be $15 a day, and 6 to 10 million dollars, it's $20 per day. So, and you will see that in the listing process when you're going through that process. Once you enter the valuation for the car, you will see the insurance rate pop up. You're welcome, J. Carib. Okay. You're welcome, Sexiest. All right. Awesome. Any other questions regarding insurance? I know this is a touchy area for people, and and we want to make sure that you understand this part of it and how it's going to work, and that we have your best interest at hand. So for those who don't know, I spent about 3 years working on trying to get this insurance. And so I have had a lot of thought going to the insurance and making sure we got something that people would love So if you have questions, please, this is the platform to do so. You can get your answers right here, right now. All right. All right. So we'll just keep moving. If you have questions along the way, again, just put them in the chat. So now we're going to talk about perks, partnerships, and all that good stuff. All right. So Gina, make sure get me my list. Awesome. All right. So as I thought about building out the Veekle brand, right, and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, we need to have some partners on board because car owners are gonna need tires and them are gonna need battery and all these things, right? So far we have partnered with Automotive Arts, and Automotive Arts is a supplier of probably all things auto, right, Gina?
Mhm.
So tires, batteries, lubricants, accessories, paint, you name it, right? We have partnered with Automotive Arts. So what they will do is they'll give us what they call it, like a card for our car owners to use when they go in store to get 10% off of any item that you purchase in store. And so this is a selective partnership. So they don't partner with every single company. And so we are happy that they are on board with the Veekle, as again, people see the vision, right? See the vision, we're getting the buy-in, and so we want to support our car owners. So yes, we have partnered with Automotive Arts. Another thing that I want to mention with the Veekle platform is that we have something that's called V-Dollars. And so when you refer someone to our platform, you get V-Dollars. And what V-Dollars is basically like travel credit, right? So if you were to ever rent a car on the platform, you can use your V-Dollars to pay for it. So that's available to everyone who signs up. You can refer people. Once they sign up and they rent, you get that money in your bank. You will see it show up in the V-Dollar section of your account so that you can now in turn use that V-Dollars to rent cars. We haven't finalized this as yet, but we are in conversations with fuel companies. Yes, we know people like to drive in the summertime, and hey, we want to save on fuel, gas. So we're looking into partnering with a fuel company. We haven't ironed out that arrangement as yet, but again, join us on the monthly meetings to get all of that information on a monthly basis. We're also in conversations with Trans Jamaica. So Trans Jamaica runs right? And so we want travelers to be able to use the highways, but at a discount. So we're having conversations with Trans Jamaica as well. Another thing, let's see what we mentioned the roadside assistance as well.
You know what? Should drag out my perks, them people. Listen, as I said to her, people like the perks, them people, the reason why people buying again, we're all about creating the what?
Experience.
The experience. The perks are the experience that you get when you come onto Veekle. Everybody can create a business, but it's the concept that Veekle has taken the intricacies of ensuring that not only the drivers are comfortable, it's to that a natural lion camp love the vision, but the travelers see the benefit as well.
Absolutely.
You know, when I travel overseas, I don't understand how to use their, what do you call those things, those toll tabs, or paying at the toll, whichever one, that hassle to do it. So with us partnering with key people, we're trying to eliminate the travelers having too much hassle, having to call you, message you every single minute about what to do. You don't want that. You want them go on the toll, them just go through like zoop. And all them can say is with Veekle, everything is hassle free. It's so massive. Exactly that me I said to Kerry. Amazing. We are perk up the thing. That me I tell you with the G. That me I tell you. Come on, perk up the people them. And then people, as a Jamaican, and Sherry is a Jamaican. I know she's an introvert. She love party. You know, I'm telling her something. She love party, but she don't like the party, but she love party. Right. So what we're trying to negotiate as well is when persons sign up for Veekle, they get, listen to me very carefully. We're looking at partnering with selected events, especially going into the summer, to ensure that Veekle persons get VIP, because this we want to ensure that you as a car owners, your car are safe when these persons are taking them to the events. All right. So we're always thinking about you. You are the priority. All right. Roadside assistant, Sherry mentioned 24 hours. As a woman, you see, I don't miss potholes. I'm going to be honest with you. My friends think that when I see the potholes, I jump into them. Right. So my tires always want to be changed. So we're going to be providing 24 hours roadside assistance. All right. And then the last thing that Sherry said, again, me as a woman and me love my money. So men and women listen to this very carefully. For the first 3 months, Sherry now make no money, Me know how she's so smart now, but me go tell you the truth. If I did me, I never go get nothing. But because Sherry's a sweetheart, for the first, exactly, yes, Kerry, I know we all laugh about it, Kerry. Hold on, the car. Oh, oh, so sorry. Sorry, did and I put one of this in the ear.
The car owners get the perks, but the travelers do still pay the 10%.
Okay, so only get the perk, but the traveler them get the 10%. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Everybody have to give me money, because me like money. I don't know where she give free money for, because I'm not giving no free money. But I'm going to hand back off to Sherry, because this last one is getting me very upset.
All right. Yes, I have to bring in Gina now and then because I'm a little bit stiff. For those who don't know, I am an accountant, so we can be a little stiff. But I'm still approachable, but we can be stiff. So Gina, she'll just, come in now and then just to spice it up a little bit. All right? So just bear with us. All right. Nashanet says, awesome perks. Yes. And, we're looking up among like all the things that we listed. It's not going to stop here, right? We're going to partner with wellness and spas. We're going to partner with all types of different brands. We want to partner with companies like Gift Me, right? So pretty sooner or later, you'll be able to purchase a gift card for someone who can go online and rent a Benz for their birthday or whatever the situation, right? We're creating that experience, right? And so we are in conversations with these brands because we want to be the what do we say, synonymous with peer-to-peer car renting in the Caribbean, in the region, right? And so getting these brands on board, we know some of these brands are already operating in several islands. And so once we scale to these islands, you get the same perks, right? You get the same perks. So if you're a business person who travels across the Caribbean, you're traveling here, you're traveling to Jamaica, you're traveling to Trinidad, you're traveling to St. Lucia, you're going to Dominican Republic, wherever it is that you're traveling, we want to make sure that you can easily rent a car on the Veekle app. No hassle, no hustle, no hidden fees. All right. That's good. Any other questions so far? We have about 10 more minutes to go. Any other questions? And let me just say this for a minute here. For those who know about how hard it is to start companies, right? It's thrice as hard to start a company such as Veekle that we want to not just scale across the Caribbean, but even potentially to Africa or even Latin America. The vision is big. I'm passionate about Jamaica. I'm passionate about the Caribbean. I'm passionate about giving back, which is the whole reason why Veekle was created to begin with, right? So while things may not necessarily work perfectly right now, again, don't compare us to Airbnb and those companies that have millions of dollars in funding. Things will take time. It will take time for us to get things right. So just bear with us. Come on board. Tell us what isn't working, what is working. Give us feedback, what you would like to see in the app, what you think, you don't really care for. We're looking for that type of community, that type of feedback, that type of interaction with our members so that we can build a platform that you are going to love 3-4 years down the road. So that's what we're looking for. And these community meetings, we will again try to have them every single month so that we can have this feedback loop and question and answers going. All right. Gina says love you to Carrie. Carrie, I feel like your name rings a bell. I don't know. Were you there from our Renty Ride days? I feel like your name looked familiar. Is there anything that we may have left out that you to cover? Come on, guys, don't be so shy. I'm already shy. You guys can be shy too. So come on, ask some questions. Anything on from my LinkedIn family? I don't even see anyone from X or YouTube. Yes, this will be very helpful. Yeah, because sometimes I know we have let me mention this, our care zone, our help center, or how you reach out to us, hello@veekle.com. If you have any questions, you can actually send us an email there, hello@veekle.com. But again, these monthly meetings are great because you can just get your answers right away. So Chelsea says, sorry, a bit late to the party, but when will the app be available for Android? Also, when realistically will this be launching? Sorry if this already be. No worries, Chelsea, that's fine. So I had mentioned that the Android app, first of all, we will be going live by the end of the month. By that time, the Android app will be ready. However, I will say do get started on the desktop version of the platform, if it's even just to verify yourself, right? So it's a mobile friendly platform. So in the meantime, while we wait on the Android app to be live, please check out the platform, verify your identity so that when it does go live, you're just ready to hit the ground running. Carrie says, with Melissa, we're having lunch. Oh. Okay, Carrie. All right. So you see, I'm like, your name rings a bell. Yes, we're having lunch next week, Thursday. I can't wait to meet you.
Have some lunch with me, Carrie.
Awesome. Thanks for joining.
Lion Camp said, are tracking devices mandatory for all vehicles?
Yeah, tracking devices are mandatory for all vehicles. That's also one of the partnership areas that we're looking at as well is to get a partner on board for the tracking devices so that you guys can get a discount for those. And one more thing, thank you for bringing up tracking devices, because I do want to mention this as well, is that for the first 100 to 200, well, about 200 cars, for the first 200 cars, we are offering $7,500 towards your towards your new tracking device, and the $7,500 towards your new valuation if you have to get one done. So that will be a reimbursement that we are offering to our members. Thank you for bringing that up. Tracking devices are important, right? Because let me tell you, people thief car Jamaica. I'm pretty sure you know that, right? And so if in the event that there is something wrong with your car, it's not returning when it's supposed to be returned, XYZ, you want to have the ability to shut the car down, right? Have recovery to pick up your car is across the island. So that is a safety aspect for our platform.
All right. Island Days is asking, will the launch be island-wide or specific branches?
All right. So we have already officially launched on May 13. However, operationally, it's island-wide. If you're in St. Elizabeth and you have a car that you want to rent, if you're in Mobay, if you're in Negril, wherever you are and you have a car that you want to rent and make money from, you can list that car on the platform. Remember, you have the option to choose your location where people can pick up the car from, right? So if it is that you think, people are only going to want to find people in Ochi or find people in Montego Bay, and you live in St. Mary or you live in Trelawney, then you have the option to choose a location in Montego Bay, right, where people can pick up your car from. So when they're searching on the app, they will type in the location where they want to pick up the vehicle from, and all the cars that are stationed in those areas or delivered to those areas will show up. So it doesn't really matter where you are.
J. Card asks, how much marketing is being done to significantly bring awareness to target markets?
So right now we are doing digital marketing. We're doing digital marketing. We're also looking at different news outlets as well as those radio stations. So radio stations in key areas where people travel from heavily, such as New York, Miami, Texas. So we're looking at those areas. So we're doing a lot of that, but a lot of it is digital marketing because everyone is on their phone. So that's. And just to bring this up as well, we have people who are constantly messaging us, asking us when we're going live because they are ready to rent. So people know about us. Chelsea says, okay, amazing, exciting stuff. That's okay. There's anything by Gina. All right, that's a wonderful, thank you. All right.
Adamoy says, will there be a quality standard or whichever condition the vehicle is in, it can be placed in the app?
So the valuation that's being done, so you have to have a valuation on the car within 3 months. And so that valuation will tell us that things are in order, right? So we'll look at the valuation to make sure there's nothing popping off and things of that sort. So the valuation becomes important, and we will require that to be done every 6 to 9 months. Again, another area where we're looking to partner with a particular valuation company that our insurance company approves so that you guys, our members, can get discounts.
So to Sean,
you are such a diligent entrepreneur. Thank you, Tishana. That's my friend.
She also saying, do you list luxury cars?
I have people who are buying cars to partner with you. Great. Yeah, I think people are realizing what this could become, right? And what it could mean for them. And so, yes, we know people are buying cars to come on the platform. As far as luxury cars goes, as long as the car is not $10 million or over, luxury cars are okay. But again, from the insurance company, they will look at one-off cases. I don't know what that criteria might be, but if you have a luxury car, say that's 12 million, $13 million, and you really want to list it on the platform, it's a conversation that we would have to have with the insurance company before you can even list the car. So, yeah. But again, if it's a luxury car that is under $10 million, maybe it's like a 2016 or something of the sort, then yes, those are completely okay. Sexy says the perks are top tier. Well, Veekle, we want Veekle to be top tier. So yes, the perks have to be top tier, and the partners who we're going to partner with have to be top tier. I love the vision. I am here for it. Thank you. Oh, Damoy. One last question. Thank you for joining, Damoy. Damoy is also an entrepreneur. Okay, awesome. Last question. What is the payment structure like for vehicle owners? What percentage does your company take from each rental? Sure. For those who may have joined late and haven't heard that part of it. So we take 10% from car owners. For the first 3 months, once we go live, we're not taking anything. So you'll earn 100%. And then after that, it's 10%. So you get to keep 90%. That's the payment structure. Does that answer your question? Yes, I am very excited as well. I have been working on this for about 4-5 years now, and yeah, ready for it to take off and for that vision to come to life. All right, so thank you guys. Again, you can reach out to us, hello@veekle.com. You can find out more about us on our Care Zone. That's Care Zone. You want to put this in the chat thing? Okay. So hello@veekle.com. And carezone.veekle.com. You can learn practically everything you need to learn there. You can also call us. So we do have a phone line as well. We are working on getting our Jamaica number so you can call a Jamaica number. But if you can call US-based numbers, let me just bring that up for you. And again, this is on the Care Zone under Getting in Touch. So you'll find all the different ways that you can get in touch with us. So our US number is 848-244-8162. We are also on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 571-412-0349. So any of those methods, you can reach out to us and we will be of service to you. Thank you guys for joining from Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Hopefully you guys learned a lot more about Veekle, and hopefully you will all sign up, list your cars, make some money, and we will all be merry. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much.